So French satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo has been roundly criticised and has stirred a lot of controversy with its cartoon depicting the victims of the Italian earthquake as pasta dishes. The centre of the 6.2 earthquake, in which nearly 300 people died, let's remember, was Amatrice, and Amatrice is famous for a pasta dish, Amatriciana, and no doubt that was the inspiration behind this cartoon, which is highly offensive. And one of the, if you just look at the image there, there's a lasagna dish in which people's legs are sticking out of the leaves of pasta. It's been heavily criticized, and rightly so. And I don't necessarily want to get into the criticism of it because I think it's obvious but my question is why is it criticized? And why do we need, more importantly, why do we need freedom of speech? And why I don't think that this fulfills the criteria for freedom of speech in of itself, even though it is free expression of ideas. Freedom of speech is important because it helps within democracies, because it helps fetter and it helps put a control on overarching power and on powerful entities and powerful potentially oppressive entities, be it governments, companies, individuals. And satire is an important way of lampooning and skewering those powerful entities within that. And that is the reason why freedom of speech is so important. Your right to offend, as much as my right to feel offended, is a byproduct of that. It should not be an end in of itself. And when you have cartoons such as this, and when you have operators and actors such as Pam Geller, who set out to offend the Muslim community, or any other community, but it just so happens she sets out to offend the Muslim community, if the causing of offense in of itself, I think it falls foul of what freedom of speech is designed to do. And why that's important is because you then start to undermine the credibility of freedom of speech, and why freedom of speech is so critical and why we need to cling to it. And so those instances when offence can be caused and offence is caused, rightly so, start to be eroded away, and you start to question that. And as I said, the foundation upon which freedom of speech is based starts to be nibbled away at, and that is a problem. And this Charlie Hebdo cartoon is just another example of that. There's also the other issue about a double standard within freedom of speech, and it is, again, why that's important is that when you have someone like the French comedian Dieudonné, who made some anti-Semitic comments in the wake of the Charlie Hebdo shootings, he said, and the Je suis Charlie sentiments, he was roundly criticized for that, and he was put in prison for a period of time. Now again, his view is toxic, his view is unhelpful to the public, to furthering the public debate, just as, in my opinion, the cartoon's offensive and unhelpful to forwarding the debate. And again, that's what it comes back to. What is the purpose of freedom of speech? Is it just out and out, I can say whatever the fuck I want to say? Or is it actually serve a better purpose in terms of trying to forward some kind of public discussion? And surely that is the purpose of it. And anything that detracts too far from that, that just goes to offend, just for the sake of offending, detracts from that, and you undermine its viability. And so that's why I think it's important to discuss this. But I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what you guys think about freedom of speech, because I know it's a big hot button topic. So let me know what you think, in particular with regards to the Charlie Hebdo, the most recent Charlie Hebdo cartoon.